Uncle Bull Cow in the building with another CaJohn's sauce right here. This is the bourbon infused Chipotle Habanero sauce. Oh yeah. Not to be confused with the label looks similar, but about a year and a half ago, maybe, I actually reviewed the other one. There was another label that looked similar to this, and it had bourbon, smoked habanero, and black cherry, I believe. So you guys can go back and check that review out. That was a long time ago. Probably, okay, so it was in the winter, and it wasn't last winter. It was the winter before. So maybe like 16 months ago, 18 months ago. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. CaJohn's. Comment below right now. Do it now if you've ever had this sauce, and or comment below what's your favorite sauces from CaJohn's, playa. Oh, it smells really good. The last one, it was so awesome, and I actually had got some pulled pork and put it on it and was in love with it. Oh yeah. Getting that bourbon flavor right up front. Not overpowering though. So you're getting the bourbon and the sweetness. A little bit of the Chipotle taste going on there. Definitely, I'm a Chipotle lover, but I don't like it to be overbearing. There we go. Okay, second bite. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of heat from those habs, or those halves. What do you call them? Comment below. You gotta try to pronounce it, because if you just write habanero, I'm not gonna know. Do you call them habanero? Do you call them habs? Or do you call them habaneros? Habaneras. The old habaneras. I know some Southerners that say that. I'm not mad at you. Us Yankees mispronounce some things too. Like Salisbury. When I first moved down here, I moved to a suburb in Salisbury, North Carolina. Salisbury. And I remember my father called me, and I was only here a few days, and we had a barbecue, and a bunch of people were there. And I'm on the phone with my dad, and he asked me, what's the name of the town you're in? And I said, Salisbury. Like Salisbury steak. It's spelled the same way. And he was like, this country girl, she laughed at me, and she's like, it's Salisbury. And I was like, whoa. So then, and my dad said, what county is it? And I said, it's Rowan County. And she said, you mean Rowan? And I died laughing so hard. I'll never forget that moment. And so I actually tried to correct the Southerners on their grammar. And I was right with most things. But when I looked it up online for that city, the pronunciation, it says right there, it says Salisbury. The pronunciation, it says SAULZ dot BURY, Salisbury. Another one, when we moved to, me and my wife lived on Topsail Island on the coast. Cute little island, man. I kind of miss it down there. But it's Topsail, TOPSAIL. top sale. Well, the locals, and the Southerners, they would hear me say it. They'd say, "You're definitely not from here." They called it top sole. Topsail. And they even made, like, there's a big, like, people made money off of that. They have sweatshirts, t-shirts when you go down there and go to these little shops that say it's a Topsail thing, Topsul, Topsail. And I think they're butchering that pretty hard, but that's what they call it. So anyway, I don't even remember how we got on this conversation. Oh, from Habanero. We're doing a hot sauce review, that's right. So this sauce, what would it pair with? It's beautiful. Every sauce I've ever had from CaJohn's, I've absolutely loved. Especially the black garlic ghost. I don't know. I've made black garlic sauce. I've had a lot of black garlic sauces. But somehow that one has the black garlic flavor is so perfect balance, and it has good heat. And it's just beautiful. With that being said, I am getting a little burn from this now. So the more you eat of it, the more you're getting it. Of course, it's, there's no super hots in it. It is just habanero. But it does have heat, which I respect. I can detect the heat in it. What would it pair with? Man. I mean, you've seen the pour. You've seen what it looks like. Imagine glazing chicken with this. You could do the boneless, skinless breast if you like to eat stuff that's dry, and you're one of those people. But I'm not. What I would say is some chicken thighs or half a chicken on the grill, on the smoker, when it's about, 20 minutes, half hour from being done, glaze it. This right here would probably be one of the best glazes you'd ever had in your life. Glaze it. Let it get on there and get all stuck to that skin and sticky. And then, of course, reserve a little bit for a dipping sauce, because once you're done eating the outside of that, the chicken, you got to have something to dip the inside in. So, chicken glaze all day long. Be excellent on pulled pork sandwiches. I'm eating it on a breakfast crunch wrap right now, and it's good. So this is very versatile. Yeah. Oh, it smells so good too. You get the bourbon. And it's not overpowering, but you get it right off the jump street. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could put it on about anything. Venison. If you're a vegan, vegetables all day. A lot of people don't, I don't know. There's so much crap vegan food out there. I'm telling you. But if you're creative, you can eat vegan well. Vegetarian, you can eat well. My wife is a vegetarian. She's not a full vegan. She was full vegan for a while. But, so there's times where I'll literally call her from work and say, "Did you eat?" And she's like, "We're eating something right now." I'm like, "Good," because I want to cook a burger when I get home. I'll come home and just make myself something. But majority of the time I cook for the whole family. And so with that, now, I don't eat meat often, okay? When I go to the grocery store, spend $300 to $400. You know what I usually buy? 1 pound of organic ground beef. That's it. Last week I bought veal, and I made veal meatballs. So I don't eat too much meat myself, and part of it's because of my wife don't eat it. Every once in a while, probably about twice a year, she'll break that, and I'll make something. It'll be a special occasion. But with that being said, back to the sauce. I get sidetracked. Sorry about that. This would be excellent and I don't know if any of you guys make grilled vegetables, but that's something that we used to make. I gave my grill and smoker away. I got a little one now, but this is like, if you make the grilled vegetables, the zucchini and the mushrooms and the onions and peppers and all that, this would be phenomenal. Not only as a dipping sauce, but you could probably partially grill those vegetables and then take them off the grill and shake them in this and then put them back on there. This would kick it up a notch. I'm telling you right now, this would make the hardcore carnivore come back for more veggies. That's right. Yeah, I've made like I make so many vegetarian dishes, and people, like, I know people are like, you ain't got no meat, you ain't having no meat, and I'm like, no, come on over. And then they're like, wow, and they love it. And then, you know, they didn't have any meat. So when I talk about sauces a lot of things that I say they would pair well with would be the proteins, because that's just the majority of how America eats, or what I could just envision myself eating it on. But don't forget about the vegetarian and the vegans. By the way, though, let me just say this. A message to all you vegans out there. A lot of y'all are eating trash. The Impossible, Beyond Meat and all that stuff, there's ingredients in that. They're not even FDA approved. There's processes, there's things that go through genetically modified stuff. And then listen, I know, okay? I go in let's say the frozen food section. And it's not just but we'll use that for example. And I look for vegetarian organic or vegan organic. You know how much you can find? Less than 1% of the vegan and vegetarian frozen meals, whatever, or just frozen. I mean, even veggie burgers, any of that, veggie patties. It doesn't matter. Less than 1% is organic. Okay, then you get a few that are non-GMO in there, but most of the vegan food and the vegetarian food that's prepared in America is garbage. And it's too bad that people aren't willing to speak out. You know, I mean, it's so crazy, because I know vegans that are hardcore, like, you know, you're killing an animal, like they are passionate about it, and you know, meat's bad for you, and they try to prove their case about all that stuff, but then it's like they're eating garbage that is, and there's stuff that's produced in big factories that, I mean, releases tons of emissions in the air. They care, you know, a lot of people say they care about the environment and all this crap, you know, and it's like, evidently you don't. So vegans, smarten up. Not all yous, most of yous. I see you. I see your pictures on Facebook with all this crap, and I'm like, yeah, that's poison, that's poison, that's poison, that's bad for the environment, and so on and so forth. So enough of my rant. The CaJohn's Bourbon Infused Chipotle Habanero Sauce. Uncle Bull Cow, tested and approved for all you guys out there. If you guys didn't watch my video yesterday, I did a update on the 2023 Paqui One Chip. Go back and watch it. There's a link in their description and everything. So it is available for pre-order in the U.S. now, but I explain all that in the video, and just kind of wanted to break that news, everybody, because they released a chip only for pre-order in Canada for a month or 3 weeks, something like that, and you know, acted like they weren't going to release it here in the U.S. It's a Canadian company. They're proud. They're patriotic. Whatever. But they got caught in a few lies. With that being said, though, you can pre-order it now. And comment below, what's everybody doing this weekend? We got some plans. Nothing major. I mean, we got the weekend planned out. Maybe doing the training with Ryan and Lee Friday night, because that's the date we set on. We might do that here. We might do it on Instagram. Not sure yet. And then we also have, let's see, the Drugger Battle. Yep, that's right. That's me, Sundance, Never Better Club, and Casually Roasted. So that's going to be on the Never Better Club channel. I may even put a commercial right here.
Saturday, May 27th, prepare yourself for Drugger Battle Live! Watch the 6 fire-breathing chili heads take on the infamous Drugger Challenge! Your Insanity Society featuring Never Better Club, Casually Roasting, Uncle Bullcow, and Sundance 270. Watch them square off to see who can take the heat of the Drugger Challenge. So get ready for Drugger Battle Live!